Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is May 31st, 2022, and Bitcoin is looking like it's close to breaking out. Although, before this breakout, it's possible that we retest $30,800, all right, before the breakout to what I believe is a $40,000 Bitcoin target. We may be retesting $30,800. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. Let me start by saying this, all right? The most important thing to keep in mind is that this is alt season, right? Altcoins are moving sometimes seemingly independently of Bitcoin. It's not completely independently, right? Because Bitcoin is slowly, steadily matriculating up and onwards. Okay, in that um, in that environment, altcoins are now able to kind of do their own thing, right? Matriculate upwards at their own rate. Understand that altcoins will not follow Bitcoin in lockstep because some of these altcoins, like Cardano, like Dodo, like Reserve Rights, they have to cover a lot more ground, right? In the downtrend, Bitcoin went down 60%. They went down 90 plus percent. So when things now are reversed and Bitcoin's starting to move back up, they have to, in the same amount of time that Bitcoin is matriculating to its range high, go much, much, much higher. So understand that although I'm covering Bitcoin, I'm talking about Bitcoin's price action, and it's important to look at Bitcoin. This is a daily Bitcoin update. This is altcoin season. It's the most wonderful time of the year, right? It's when you buy an altcoin at support and you hold it. If you're smart, you hold it until a major resistance on a large time frame, meaning you go in the weekly chart and you look for a major resistance, right? Or you go on the weekly chart like so, right here. Let me show you. Go on a weekly chart and you wait for one of your indicators, your momentum indicators. I prefer this to stochastic RSI indicator. If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know that. And you wait until we reach overbought territory, meaning the K and the D, right? Right here. Do you see this K and D? These reach 80 or above. Okay, that's what you're looking for. That's what you're waiting for before you're selling in altcoin season. That's the strategy. Okay, and remember what we're doing. A lot of people are out here telling you that Bitcoin is, it's not yet produced any significant volume. It's not yet really convincingly started moving to the upside, and that's correct. But if you understand charts and you understand what's happened, we've had 9 consecutive red weeks. We've never, ever in Bitcoin's history, to my knowledge, right, had 9 consecutive red weeks. And following that, we immediately have a green candle on the weekly, right? Obviously, the weekly doesn't close until next Sunday, but so far, it's very green. The 3 previous weekly candles are really strong bullish candles, right? With strong wicks to the downside, showing strong buying support here. So if you know anything about charting, you know anything about candlesticks, just like here, you saw a lot of strong bullish action or strong wicking to the downside, showing strong buy pressure at this region. You see the same thing here, okay? And so you can anticipate that the next big move is to the upside, okay? So I wouldn't be concerned too much with people saying that 25K is still possible. Everything's possible, but it's improbable for those reasons, okay? Now, the next major resistance is on the weekly chart, clearly here, right? We see our VPVR. This is also a volume indicator. You know, if you're subscribed to the channel, that I'm into not that many indicators, right? I'm into volume and momentum. So stochastic RSI is my momentum indicator and my volume indicator, as well as my VPVR, my horizontal volume indicator, showing where most of the buying and selling is done, is my favorite indicator, or are my favorite indicators, right? So this shows me that the next major resistance is at 40K. And if we jump down into smaller time frames, on the daily, for instance, we see that there's a big gulf, meaning there are no buying and selling. There's virtually relatively few, if any, buying and selling orders in this area between the 40K area and where we're at now, which is around 32K. So it's very, very likely that once we do start coming up here, okay, let's say we break out now or we do retest 30,800. I'll show you in a second why 30,800 is a viable or likely retest if we do drop down and retest. This is going to move swiftly, okay? The path to 40K will be swift. And in that time that we hit 40K, a lot of people who thought that the market was going back down, or that this is a false rally, are going to get squeezed, meaning they've entered short positions and their stops or their liquidation points will be hit. They will then be forced by the exchange to open long positions. That's going to thrust the price up even more to hit that 40K level, which is where our next major resistance will be. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on Bitcoin chart. Guys, if you're getting value from all of this, like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget that today is Tuesday, and Tuesday means live stream, and I live stream every Tuesday between the hours of 4 and 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so definitely catch that. I'm going to be talking about long-term analyses of Bitcoin, as well as just talking about other things like altcoins, and you can give me suggestions and whatever requests you want for charting, okay? But still, remember the plan. The macro plan is buy support, buy support, buy support, buy in May, and walk away. Okay, we're at support. And here's the last thing I'm going to say. We're at support because we have yet to break out on strong volume. Bitcoin is still in this reversal pattern, right? Kind of a cup and handle pattern, if you will, and yet to break out of it, right? And if you take that, let's do this really quickly, okay? Let's take this resistance right here, okay? And let's just do some pattern analysis, measuring the height of this pattern, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, okay? So we measure the height of this pattern, superimpose it from the supposed site of breakout, and where does it land? At the 40K region, exactly where our VPVR is showing our next target is. So this is confluence. This is where we can anticipate the next big move to be. Again, now let's drop down into our hourly time frame, and let me show you why exactly I'm saying 30,800 may need to be retested. This is not for sure, but it's possible. Okay, we may break out now. We may break out only after retesting 30,800. But you see here, this was rather a point of resistance. Okay, we had some significant resistance here. We had been playing inside of this region, so under this horizontal resistance of 30,800 for quite some time. Specifically, we've been playing in it for about 20 days, okay? So that's significant. And we finally broke out of that yesterday, okay? And so maybe this was a sufficient retest, maybe not, okay? Maybe this retest right here was insignificant. Maybe we have to come all the way back down here to retest it before moving up. So this is why I'm saying if we do move down, okay, and we do retest this significant resistance, turning it into new support, 30,800 is where I think. And a last point of confluence is this: if you take your Fibonacci extension tool, right, of this A wave, initial break of structure, should it, if it is an A wave, okay, and then a retracement of this B wave, which is a retest, where does your 1618 or phi ratio land? Almost exactly on 30,800. Do you see how that works? That's a confluence. So I would not be surprised if the price came down to 30,800 and then rocketed up. And at that point in time, we got major volume in the move to the upside, okay? In that time, okay? Simultaneously, what are alts going to do? I don't know. It's altcoin season, my friends, right? So in the time that Bitcoin's retesting that important resistance, altcoins may follow suit and make some retests of their own, or they just may break the hell out, okay? It's altcoin season. Be very, very aware that altcoins are very much able to do their own things, and they can break out any point in time. And it's not out of the ordinary because Bitcoin is on a macro uptrend. Okay. So they're also following the rhythm that Bitcoin is setting. It's not like they're doing their own thing, they're going rogue. So altcoins can indeed break out while Bitcoin is retesting. So remember that. None of these altcoins that I'm going to list right now have yet broken out majorly. Okay, they've had some slight matriculation to the upside, but we don't yet see that significant volume candle signifying a breakout to the upside. Telcoin, no breakout to the upside. We're still technically on support rather, under resistance or at resistance on support, right? We have yet to break out. So Telcoin is still a great buy or breakout, okay? And you can anticipate that breakout maybe after Bitcoin retests or maybe before. We don't know. Revain, still at a point of pre-breakout, okay? You can see that W pattern. If you zoom in, you can see very nice W pattern. And as I discussed yesterday on yesterday's update, that rounded bottom in the second vertice, okay? That's a reversal pattern. Done. Kadena, yet to majorly break out. We don't see that major volume, candle on the breakout. Still, just like Revain, you have your completed W pattern, reversal pattern with the rounded bottom in the second vertice. Okay, so Dodo is actually one that has broken out, and here, unlike the previous three that I just mentioned, you see that big volume candle. So Dodo's a bit ahead of schedule, and what you can see is what's happened with Dodo is that you got a bit of retesting. Okay, so this was a breakout. This was a first impulsive wave, and you're retesting the 618 region or the neckline of this previous W pattern. Okay, so it's retesting this area, and I anticipate that the next move for Dodo is a continuation to the upside. So this is exactly what you're seeing. You're basically seeing breakout, retest, or not a retest, but breakout, consolidation. And that's what you're going to experience for the next 6 to 8 weeks, in my estimation, in most altcoins. Okay, you're going to have major moves to the upside. All right, Cardano, everybody's seen this. This has broken out, and you can see the big volume, right? And it broke out of this resistance, all right, of this pattern. So this is what you're seeing across the altcoin market. Reserve rights, same thing. You're seeing you did see kind of a breakout, but not quite. Okay, you still maintained this market structure. You got somewhat of a breakout, okay, because you do have your volume breakout, but you're getting a retest right now. Okay, so it's retesting this neckline, retesting this old resistance. I can anticipate that we're going to get major continuation once that's retested. So this is what I'm seeing in the market, and that's why I'm seeing it. Guys, if you're getting value, if you've gotten value from this analysis, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps a lot. I do not get paid by YouTube. I get paid exclusively by the market, but it's encouraging, and it's nice, It's nice for people to, give me your opinions. Let me know what you're thinking. All right. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. I'll see you later on the live stream between 4 and 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.